Hello everyone, my name is Wale Adebanjo, and this morning I want to teach us how to draft a shape pattern. To draft a shape pattern, there are two things you have to do first before you commence the drafting. The first one is to draw the top line. The second one is to draw the side line. So from the top line, you are going to put all the the vertical measurements, and on the side line you will draw all the horizontal measurements. So let's begin. So the first thing to do after you've drawn the line, see I've drawn the two lines. This is the top line and this is the side line. Having done that, when you're drafting the shape pattern, the next thing you need to do is to measure the placket allowance. The placket allowance is where your button and the button holes will be. So we are going to measure 3 inches from the side. You mark it, and then you mark ½ inch inward, backward. Then also you come to this side, you measure the 3 inches for the placket, and then mark ½ inch inward and draw the two lines. So this is the first line, while this one is the second line. So this inner line stands for the center front, that is the middle of the check. From here to here is for the bottom placket, and this one will fall at the center of the front pattern. And also this folded edge here is the center back, the middle of the back. Center back and center front. So from this center front, you are going to mark all the horizontal measurements, and from this side you are going to get the vertical measurements. So having drawn your line, you are going to mark the points for the neck. Okay, before that we need to put 2 inches allowance for the back pattern. 2 inches allowance for the back pattern. Then you mark it, then draw this line 2 inches away from the top line, from the shoulder line. When we get to the back, you will understand the import of this line. So from this second line, you're going to put your neck width and neck depth. Mark it like that, 2.5. Mark 2.5 inches. Then the depth is 2.5 as well. 2.5. 2.5. Then pull the curve, neck curve immediately. So having done that, so after the neck, the next thing is to mark the shoulder. The shoulder for this is 10 1/4. The back, shoulder to shoulder, is 10 1/4. Mark the 10 1/4 here, and then mark the 10 1/4 also here, and draw a straight line. So this line is called shoulder line, and on this line you are going to locate the armhole depth. the formula for calculating the armhole depth is chest or bust divided by 6 plus 2. So when you divide this chest by 6 and you add 2, you are going to get 9 inches. So measure 9 inches from here. Mark here also 9 inches. Then draw a straight line. So this will now be the chest line for the individual. On this line, we are going to find our chest, a quarter of our chest circumference. So this is the chest line. So after that, you do the shoulder slope. The shoulder slope is 2 inches. Then connect it to the neck. So when you do that, you now have a new shoulder line. The shoulder line is no longer this one, is this. So you have 2 shoulder points here. This is high shoulder point and this is low shoulder point. So from this low shoulder point to this place, you are going to divide it by 2. 7 divided by 2, that is 3.5. 3.5. Mark the 3.5 here also. So here you get your front chest line. Front chest line. So on this front chest line, the front pattern, we'll take off 3/4. Take off 3/4. Having done that, from the low shoulder point, draw a line through the points, the 3/4 points that we have marked, towards the chest line. Then after that, the next thing is to put your curve, but you cannot put your curve without having marked the chest. So the chest is 42 divided by 4 plus half an inch. We have 11 inches. 11 inches from the inner line, center front line. Will be here. Then you can now put the curve using your armhole curve. Using your armhole curve. So the next thing is to mark the half length. The half length for this individual, we're going to use 17. 17. The full length is 27.5, then plus 2.5. The 2.5 is what we are going to use to do the end curve. So we have the 27.5, then 30 inches, then the half length. Come to this place also, mark 17. Inches, 27.5, and then the 30 inches. So connect all the points. Full length, then for the egg curve, so the next thing is to put the quarter of our waist circumference and for the hip circumference. So for the waist, the total circumference is 41 divided by 4, 10 1/4 plus half, 10 3/4, 10 3/4. While the hip is 44 divided by 4, 11 plus half, 11 and a half. 11 and a half. So join all these points together from chest to waist, from chest to waist, then from waist to hip. From waist to hip. Then after you've done that, then put the curve. Just mark these parts to guide yourself for the curve. So we are done with the front pattern. So the next thing is to move to the back pattern. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how the back pattern is drafted. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please try and help us to like the video and subscribe. Thank you. God bless you.